Hey peeps, I had someone ask me a great question about being a severely ADHD entrepreneur and how I really cope with the anxiety, how I cope with a to-do list, how I cope with self-improvement without letting it really wear me down and staying successful, top 1% of my industry for the last 10 years. So having said that, I want to tell you one of the things I told them, because it was way too long to tell you all of them. As an ADHD entrepreneur, the biggest superpower that you can have is to know thyself. Actually, that goes for anybody. Know thyself. Once you know yourself, you know what triggers you, and we know what ADHD is. Basically, in a nutshell, how it makes you feel is you cannot organize your thoughts like everyone else can. So we procrastinate dealing with things that we have to organize and prioritize, or we just quit entirely before we tackle what we know we need to do. So part of what helps me cope with that is knowing that. Because I know that, I can set myself up for success. And one of the ways that I want to share with you that you can do that is to know what triggers you. What puts you in a negative mental space, emotional space, or state of panic. And the first way you can figure that out is something that triggers me is my dadgum cup holders in my car. If they're full every morning and I'm like rushing out to the car with my coffee, kid, dog, my spouse, everything, trying to go to town, I know that pisses me off. And so what I do is for 21 days, basically I established a habit. So the night before, I know that's going to hack me off and put me in a negative emotional space. I have to juggle my purse and my backpacks and everyone getting in the car. I basically make sure the night before I established a habit of making sure that there's nothing in the cup holders. That's one less thing to fill my mind the next day. That's one less thing to make me feel like my day is out of control. It's one less thing to have to worry about, think about, or put me in that negative emotional state. So you can call this, if you want, priming. Prime your environment and your mind for success, even in the little things.